One of them drown.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they get pinned under eyes.
That or they just have to switch your
That's
cause.
so sad. You get eaten by
Okay.
Noah.
This is another one that could very well be on your test. It is not likely. But acid rain, when we burn fossil fuels, they put chemicals into the air. When those chemicals interact with water, they become a new chemical. Sometimes they become acid. Okay? So like certain hydrogen emissions become hydrochloric acids. Certain sulfurs that get burned become sulfuric acids. And usually, like if a pH of a neutral is 0, the acidic level is really, really close to 0. So it's not like it's going to burn your skin, but over time, excessive amounts of acid rain can kill trees, can erode the bricks on your building and things like that. So acid rain is caused by pollutants from burning stuff. Mr. McGowan's wife is from Romania. So he's been in Eastern Europe many, many, many times. And one of his trips, the old communist Eastern Europe, is terrible about pollutants. He went to a city to view a castle, and he asked someone in the town, he said, "Where's the castle?" He said, "It's between those two smokestacks." And there was a cloud of black haze. He couldn't even see the castle through it. That's how bad the smokestack pollutants were. So if America does a pretty good job of requiring its businesses to keep its pollutants out of the air. So there are filtering systems and washing systems. It sounds really complicated to me, but we clean smoke coming out of power plants, okay? So that we don't get acid rain at high levels. It is not true globally, okay? The last one, and the one that has been on a previous test, is the ozone stuff. So I do want you to make sure you get these notes down. Ozone is O3. There is, this is science, this is not theory talking. There is a layer around the Earth of O3 gas that collects together. O3 gas, that layer called the ozone, is critical because when the sun shines through it, that layer of O3 filters ultraviolet rays. Okay? When we release certain chemicals into the environment, that O3 is broken down. And so what happens is the ozone thins, and in some instances we have a pretty big, there's one really big hole in the ozone. So then the ultraviolets come through unfiltered and can be very damaging to plants and animals and skin, okay? And the damage that comes is mostly something called chlorofluorocarbons, chlorine, fluorine, and carbon. They are found in aerosol cans. Also freon, if your air conditioning systems leak, the chemicals used to cool stuff react with ozone and break that down. So if you have a leaky air conditioner in your automobile, you are killing the ozone. The United States regulates that pretty well. We do not have CFCs in aerosol cans anymore. I believe that is entirely illegal. Does anybody know for sure? CFCs are not allowed in aerosol cans anymore, right?
Or air conditioners or anything like that.
Yeah, we are migrating to air conditioners that don't have ozone depleting chemicals in them. We're not all the way there yet. Okay? And here is an image of where the hole in the ozone is. Why poor Antarctica? I don't know. But
Well, it's good that no one lives there.
How does that make any sense?
But there's animals.
Yeah, who cares anyway?
I don't know the science of how everything up there moves, but that is where the holes occur. Maybe where the, no, that wouldn't make sense.
Maybe it'll warm it up.
Okay, hold on. We have a few more things, and I want to finish today because I want tomorrow to be committed to you guys. In the middle of our environmental stuff is something called ecotourism. Okay, ecotourism. And it's quite simply the idea of promoting environmentally friendly tourism. There are two key steps to it. For example, the Serengeti Plain in Africa people go there not because they want a luxury resort. They go there because they want to see the animals in their natural terrain, right? So there are places like Dominican and Belize and Costa Rica, not Dominican, Belize and Costa Rica more so, that invite you to come to their natural beaches with rainforest on one side of you and beaches on the other. So they preserve it and then promote it as natural. And it's becoming a way of kind of keeping some of our environments unaltered. Does that make sense? Okay, now flip back to your worksheet. We're going to do questions 7 and 8. And it requires me to do this. Okay. What is a high-tech corridor? How many minutes do I have?
Like 6.
Okay, I'm going to give you permission to do one of two things. Take a nap or listen. You can't talk anymore. Right? A corridor is what? A hallway works